Ever feel like your car knows secrets that you don't? Well, you're not wrong. Behind every smooth ride, there's a world of insider knowledge mechanics rarely share, until now. In this video, we're going to disclose 9 maintenance secrets mechanics don't want you to know. From the truth about engine flushes to one product every pro keeps in their glove box. This is stuff you won't hear at your average oil change. Let's dive in. Hack number 1. Grease your battery terminals before they corrode. When you pop the hood, your battery might look perfectly fine. Clean plastic casing, shiny terminals, and no visible problems. But here's the thing. Corrosion doesn't start out obvious. It begins as a thin, invisible layer that slowly increases resistance, causing your car's electrical system to work harder. This leads to slow starts, flickering lights, and sometimes bizarre warning messages that make you think you need a new alternator or starter. Mechanics prevent this by cleaning the terminals with a wire brush and applying dielectric grease. That grease acts like a shield, blocking moisture and air from reaching the metal. Want to know the best part? Once you do it, you're protected for years. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you can eliminate one of the most common causes of mysterious electrical problems. Hack number 2. Rotate your tires before they look worn. A tire can look brand new to the naked eye and still be wearing unevenly in a way that shortens its life by thousands of kilometers. Mechanics know that tires at the front of the car wear faster on the edges, while rear tires tend to wear more evenly. By rotating them every 8,000 kilometers, you give each tire a fair share of the work, balancing out the wear pattern. This keeps your ride smooth, helps your car handle better, and can easily add another 15,000 kilometers of life to a set. Even better, properly rotated tires reduce stress on your suspension and steering components, which means you're avoiding hidden repair bills. Hack number 3. Flush brake fluid before it looks dirty. Brake fluid is a silent hero in your car. It doesn't just help you stop. It protects the complex network of valves, seals, and calipers in your braking system. But here is the twist. Brake fluid also absorbs moisture from the air, even when you never open the reservoir. Over time, this moisture lowers the boiling point of the fluid, meaning in extreme braking situations, your pedal can suddenly sink to the floor. Worse, the moisture corrodes expensive ABS components from the inside. Mechanics never wait for fluid to look bad before replacing it because clear fluid can still be contaminated. That's why they flush it every 2 years, no matter what. It's a simple job, takes less than an hour, and can prevent a bill for seized calipers or an ABS pump replacement that runs into the thousands. Hack number 4. Clean radiator fins. Twice a year. You can have the best coolant in the world, but if your radiator can't breathe, your engine will still overheat. Bugs, dirt, and debris sneak in between those delicate metal fins, clogging up the airflow like a stuffy nose on a hot day. When that happens, your cooling system has to work hard just to keep things from boiling over. And that's a recipe for trouble, especially when you're towing heavy loads or cruising through scorching heat. Mechanics don't wait for an overheating issue. They inspect the radiator every 6 months and clean it with a gentle stream of water or compressed air. Keeping those fins clean helps the radiator work efficiently, reduces strain on your cooling fan, and can prevent the kind of overheating that warps cylinder heads or blows head gaskets. Hack number 5. Spray the undercarriage with fluid film to stop rust. Rust is one of the most relentless enemies of any vehicle, especially in regions where road salt is used during winter, or where humidity is consistently high. Simply washing the undercarriage isn't always enough, because moisture, salt crystals, and grime can hide in tight corners and crevices where water can't easily reach. That's why mechanics use products like fluid film, which is a thick, waxy, rust-preventative spray designed specifically for automotive underbodies. When applied properly, fluid film creates a protective barrier that displaces moisture and prevents oxidation from taking hold. Applying it once or twice a year can save you thousands by stopping rust before it eats through brake lines, suspension components, and frame rails. Hack number 6. Blow out cabin vents before replacing the filter. Most drivers replace their cabin air filter and think the job is done. But mechanics know this only solves half the problem. Over time, dust, pollen, and even mold can collect deep inside your car's ventilation system and that are well beyond the filter itself. If you just swap in a new filter, all that trapped debris will still blow through the vents the moment you turn on your AC or heater. This not only gives you cleaner air, but also extends the life of the filter you just paid for. It's a small step, but it makes a big difference in keeping your cabin fresh, your HVAC system healthy, and your allergies under control. Hack number 7. Use anti-seize on spark plug threads. Spark plugs live in one of the harshest environments in your engine: high heat, pressure, and exposure to moisture. Over time, these conditions can cause the threads to seize inside the cylinder head and make them nearly impossible to remove without breaking something. Mechanics prevent this nightmare by applying a light coat of high-temperature anti-seize compound to the spark plug threads before installation. This creates a protective barrier against corrosion and heat bonding, which ensures the plugs can be removed easily years later. It's especially important for aluminum cylinder heads, where damaged threads can mean an expensive repair. The trick is to use it sparingly, and too much can interfere with torque settings, but just the right amount can save you hours of labor. Hack number 8. Torque lug nuts correctly. Many people think tightening wheel lug nuts as hard as possible makes the wheels safer, but mechanics know that's a quick way to damage your car. Over-tightening can warp brake rotors, strip threads, or even crack alloy wheels. On the other hand, under-tightening risks the lug nuts working loose while driving, which is a dangerous and potentially deadly situation. That's why professionals always use a torque wrench to set the exact specification recommended by the manufacturer. The next time you're changing a tire or rotating wheels, remember, tight isn't the goal, correct is. Hack number 9. Listen for new noises. Your car has a language all its own, and the first warning it gives you about trouble isn't usually a flashing light, it's a sound. A faint squeak when you turn the steering wheel, a rhythmic click that speeds up with acceleration, or a low hum that wasn't there last week can be your car's way of telling you something's wearing out. Mechanics are trained to notice these tiny changes instantly, because catching them early often means a cheap, simple repair instead of a catastrophic failure. That squeak could be a worn belt that costs $30 now, but might snap and destroy your alternator if ignored. The key is to listen every time you drive. Radio off, window cracked, just for a moment, and pay attention to anything that sounds different. Early detection is one of the cheapest repairs you'll ever make. So there you have it. 9 secret car maintenance tips that actually earn their spot on the shelf. Let's keep your ride running stronger, longer,